hope we've got stereo audio coming out both sides. Can you get that mic? I don't even know if it works, but
What's up? What's up?
what's up? What's up?
Anything in particular?
So, actually, I'm really interested in trying this very simplified version of the structure game that we talked about.
Let's do it. What, how many minute rounds? 2 minute rounds? 4 minute rounds?
We can do 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if these mics can just pick us up. They'll probably just pick us up. So I think what the idea is going to be is my goal on top. This is really just a game for you to figure out how to build structure. My only goal on top is to, just with open palms, do whatever I can to make one of your knees touch the ground.
Okay.
Or make one of your feet touch the ground.
Ooh, okay.
And I could also dump you over to make the foot touch the ground.
Right.
I won't be aggressive with that. Or make your knees touch together.
Okay.
So I'll make your knees touch, hit the ground, or get your feet to hit the ground. Or, yeah, I think make a foot touch the ground could be over. Or, oh yeah, I could also make your feet touch the ground like that.
Yep.
Or be able to spin you.
Okay.
And I think,
okay, yeah.
and I think the constraint here is that like I can't cross. Can you actually turn like slightly this way? Is that I can't cross like your hip line, which I've conveniently lined you up with this line of the back. So I think I just want to try to basically mess with your structure and see what happens.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Do you want me to stay on this line?
I guess so. It'll make it easy. I can also just not pass your hips. It's not touching. It's like my foot.
This is fun.
I like this. This is actually really fun. It's so close. It's so close. Not my knee.
This is hard.
Is it?
Yeah. That's very hard.
What do you think about that? Just like, oh, these mics too, they're like super high volume. They're so Superman mics, so like less than usual.
I like it. That was hard. It's hard to keep the structure, especially when you have like so many different ways you can go. But I think it's valuable. Yeah, I definitely think that's like a valuable tool in teaching how to build structure, how not to let yourself get spun around or pushed to one side or the other, using your own body to figure that out instead of the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually really interesting for me from top too, because it's actually really hard to like. It's actually really hard to break that structure, especially because like you, well, one, you're so good at it, and then like two, it's actually forcing me like to think about now like guard passing potentially from another lens, which is like he's in a structure. I want him to be out of an optimal structure. And like, and then I found like if I'm like pulling on your knees and stuff, like there's things that make it more difficult for you.
For sure.
It's like you want a structure. I don't want you to have a structure. How can I make that happen so I can pass you right? So that's what I got from that.
That's what I felt. As you like got to my knees, I was like, oh shit. Now this became way harder.
Interesting. Dope. All right. Switch.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
I don't know, I may have passed your hip line on that one.
Nice. Dude.
It's tough.
You know how you were talking about last time, that thing Mikey was talking about where he would be grabbing onto a collar?
Yeah,
So
mirroring,
check this
right?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, you on top, if you try to touch my, so like normally we're in this structure, if you're pushing me, like side to side or backwards or whatever, my head's on there. Now push on my feet and try to put my feet on the ground.
Yeah, okay.
You can't put my feet on the ground. If you're all the way down there.
This is, yeah, I mean, if I'm back, then you just sit up. Yeah.
But it's like, the thing actually that I was most concerned about was, like, if you put my feet on the ground, now you've opened this space.
Right.
Which I don't like.
Right, yeah.
And now if I keep this space, I can come up, which is like, it doesn't open that space. It does probably open up other vulnerabilities, like maybe you can spin you out more easily, right? But that's the thing I got from that. I was like, oh, I can deny him the ability to put my feet on the floor by like following that. But I need to have some other like form of.
You gotta connect to someone else.
I need something else. Yeah.
Interesting.
But that was the one thing that I got from that.
Interesting. This isn't gonna work. Let's try. Can you play that one more time?
Do you want to? Yeah. Dude, this is actually like fascinating. I think this would be good for like newer people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I wish I learned this a long time ago. In a guided way, not through trial and error.
Right.
Fucking up 1,000 times.
Interesting.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
You good?
Foot slipped.
Yeah.
You're not bleeding. You okay?
Yeah, it just hurts. Keep going. Keep going, keep going.
You sure?
Yeah. Sorry. I ain't no bitch on camera.
Nice.
I'm sorry. You're good. Straight to the nose.
I was like, no.
It's all good. Oh. Yeah, I found it's a lot easier to accomplish the goal of putting one of your knees on the ground if I'm controlling both of your legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or to put like a foot on the ground if I have control of
Yeah.
like both, yeah.
It I mean, this kind of goes into what we were doing yesterday, but like once I feel like my knees are controlled, or even one of my knees is controlled, I'm like, alarm bells are like
Yeah.
going.
I saw you start like, you can tell you're freaking out a little bit because I started to like pull your knee and then you have to start using
Yes.
this foot to like
Yeah.
fight that. You're
Yep.
like, fuck, and the next thing you know, it's like,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
All right. I'm probably about to get kicked in the face here. Just kidding. Josh is not an addicted human being. I don't think.
As far as you know. Yeah, okay, yeah, you turn your head. Yeah.
Okay. Did you also jam yourself?
My finger.
Finger?
Oh, it's okay. Just keep going.
You're having a time this morning. Fun. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Which finger is it so I can stay away from the down?
This is going over there. Nice.
I find it helpful, like, trying to put your knees together is really hard unless I already have you on one side.
Yeah.
But spreading your legs apart is way easier.
Oh, interesting.
And-
yeah. I didn't think about that.
And I find, like, right now I'm only using my hands, but like,
Yeah.
this is how I typically pass when I have the option of grips, is by splitting the legs
Uh-huh.
and getting them really far apart and then going through.
Interesting.
And so this makes sense actually, because the further I get your legs apart, the more you have to abandon one of the legs.
Right. Yeah.
And I see you like going with both arms to try to fortify the side.
Yeah.
And then the other leg is open, and then I can like start to like that's how in that latest round, that's how I went about like deconstructing the structure.
Yeah.
Was like isolate one leg, make him abandon the other one, and then when I switch, you're forced to like try to make up for lost time and space.
Right.
And that's what made it. I think that's how I was successful in that last round.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I definitely felt that. And I was like panicking a few times. I had to like do the last ditch, like keep that. I also realized, I'm wondering for this game if because I know you were fighting your feet a lot on bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really doing any foot pummeling or anything. I was just trying to like hold the structure.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder for bottom person, how much they should be concerned with like pummeling versus like trying to just hold the structure and see what the top person can do.
Okay.
Not saying what like either one of us was doing was right or wrong or anything, but I'm curious how that looks.
Yeah. Maybe say like the bottom player can't pummel, or
like can't.
How do you regulate the amount of pummeling?
Exactly. Yeah.
The one pummel per 10 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe it's like. Maybe it's more about breaking grips. Maybe.
Okay.
So that way the top player has opportunities to see which grips are like optimal to like accomplish a goal.
Okay.
Right, instead of having like one grip constantly like pushed away or something.
Okay.
You know.
So we're saying, are you saying bottom player should be able to use feet to strip grips, but that's it, or
bottom player? I guess so. Yeah, only feet. Yeah. They can frame with the hands, I guess using hands. Because basically what I want to get at is like the top player finding the ability to like establish like optimal like ways to deconstruct the structure without constantly having their ability to try that taken
get kicked
away.
in the face.
Get kicked in the face or like. No, you know what I'm saying though, right? Without like being able to actually like solidify some grips to see if those grips would actually work or not.
That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense.
Because then like once we add back the grip fighting, then like, oh, if I keep fighting for these grips, it's going to be very beneficial to me, as opposed to it's going to be a waste of time if I keep fighting for this grip.
Right. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Do you want to do it again?
Sure.
Or are you bored? Okay.
No, we can play again. I'm not bored.
Okay. So bottom, just framing.
Just framing.
Yeah.
And
just no grabbing hands.
Legs, I can.
Yeah, I guess you can like pummel and stuff, but no like peeling off grips and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a useful distinction or not, but we'll figure. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. I had no idea if this is helping or hurting.
You don't fucking know me.
That's so slow. I was like, my legs are too far apart.
Okay, so don't push the legs into your elbows is what I found out. I inserted a wedge between both of your legs with my elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I realized is if your frame starts strong that way, and I just keep pushing into your frame, I'm never going to split your legs. So I have to pull where your elbows are not, which is away from you.
Yeah. Stay. It's gonna fall off probably next round. Alright, ready?
Yep. I think the distinction between foot pummeling and stripping the grips with the feet is probably too small and too vague. That probably you can just say foot pummeling, just frame it with the hands only maybe.
Okay.
I feel like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I notice if I pummel when you have a grip, I'm breaking your grip. Like even if I'm not like stripping it, like
Right.
too thumb. Okay.
It's fine. I'll just be really careful.
Yeah. Okay, I actually like super like this game.
Yeah?
I really like this.
Yeah. No, this is very useful in figuring out like where. It's very useful in figuring out where certain levers are and
Yeah.
like depending on the position of the other person, position of your hands, position of your elbows, the angle, all that stuff like is all I think it's really useful
Yeah.
in figuring out where to break that down. One thing I noticed you did and I tried to replicate was if I were framing on my knee, you would then just go down the next lever down and then start to turn it this way. I'm like, shit, like I can't do anything about my foot here. Like
Right.
my knee not touching the ground is one thing, but he's just gonna like keep pushing down on the very furthest end of the lever, and then eventually my foot would touch, and I was like, oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe, learning how to utilize different levers to get different reactions or positions. So
Yeah.
super useful.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
You keep playing if you want.
I
Or if
actually
you
do
got-
kind of want to
yeah.
just keep doing it.
Yeah, we can keep playing. Yeah.
I could go.
This,
I
like,
could go
I feel like
ham on this for like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going Josh Beam on it.
Yeah.
I feel like this really breaks down like guard retention to like such a fundamental level.
Yeah.
Like a really, really base level that would be really useful for. It's useful for us, but would be really, really useful for somebody just starting out, like learning how to like keep the person in front of you, not let yourself get. The number of times I've like had that conversation with a new white belt, you know, they're like, man, like my guard gets passed every time, like that, and more often than not, they're letting themselves get like legs one way, head the other way, or some.
Or spread.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And so, you know, learning this concept early on, I think would be very, very useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, now that I think about it too, the way that like every time that's happened when I've like just a brand new guy comes in and all passes guard, he's like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
And like to me, it was so easy because all I had to do was just like push on both of his knees,
Yeah.
and like his chest is there.
Right.
And I'm like, "Okay, thank you."
Yeah, yeah,
But like
exactly.
to him, he's like, he had no idea
Right.
about like the structure that's necessary, right?
Yep.
So I guess really the more advanced in jiu-jitsu it gets, it's all about just like decomposing the structures that
Yeah.
people have,
Yeah.
right? To like,
Yeah, exactly. Yep. You got it.
Hugh got it. Do you care if we do a 3-minute round so we can? Cool. Yeah, I think even for like the like group training that we do, like I think we should bring this in there for sure.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, this would be a great like first game.
yeah. Like one person try to keep a structure, one person delete that structure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You delete it by putting their legs on the floor, you know, touching their feet to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I want that. Tricks, I had to use tricks. 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 That works? Holy shit, that was funny. Nice. I'm realizing how much pulling is involved. I did not assume that would be the case.
I'm so sorry, dude.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You okay? Alright, keep going.
I'm sorry.
Keep going, keep going.
Don't put your face there. Wait, you're going?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're okay.
dude. Extra ginger.
No time. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's why I bought an off guard. I'm not anymore yet.
When you just leave a blue belt here, so if somebody's just kicking people in the face, you just make them wear the blue belt.
The blue belt shame.
Blue belt.
So I had a revelation here, which I have not thought about at all. But in order to like upset your structure, classically what I've been doing in order to like try to pass you is like pushing side to side or back. And you're extremely strong side to side and back because of the structure you built. Dude, I didn't realize in that last one how much pulling is involved.
Yeah.
Like there was times where like I was technically like sitting you up, and that may or may not be advantageous for me. At least it's taking you out of a certain position. But then that also led me to realize that like I can pull your knees to get a similar effect, where like now your body's in that like sort of curled position where it's easy to like move you, easier to move you and stuff.
Yeah.
So like
I'm
that
no
was a
longer,
revelation for me, and a lot more pulling.
I'm no longer like a flat structure. I'm on a top.
Exactly.
Like I'm on just one point, and now like the degrees of freedom for you to move are like way higher.
Yeah, and I can move you a little bit more easily.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But one thing I noticed from bottom is I never want, or I shouldn't say never, because who knows, but I found that when you had both hands on top of me or both hands underneath me, I was in trouble.
I felt that
So
too,
I was, every time you get two, I would just like switch one so that I was on top on one side and underneath on the other.
Interesting,
And then I felt I had more, better ability to regain or recompose the guard versus if you had both your hands on top of my shins, I was like, this is not good.
Not good. If
I
I
need
had
to,
both under.
yeah, if you have both under, it's not good. But if you have one over, one under, it's a little bit tougher for you.
Yeah.
And so I would like try to like wiggle one of my legs out and then either put it on top or underneath, depending on which way you were going.
Yeah, that was working. And there was one time where I was able to, I realized getting past the knee can also mean under the leg. So you can pass the knees over the legs, or you can pass the knees by going under the body, which is like bolos, right?
Yeah.
But like that was essentially when I scooped all the way under one of your legs.
Yep.
And just like whatever the timing was, beat it so that you couldn't pull your knee back in. I was already past the knee.
Yep.
And then that made it a lot easier to like touch a foot to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah. Because there's like, it seems like now the biggest thing here is like control of both of the legs, like using a lot of pulling, making it, you trying to keep it asymmetrical while I'm trying to keep everything symmetrical. There's like some of these like
it's so funny
things that are happening.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's play again.
I really hope the audio's on or working on my
that in the letter.
Yeah. Frame blocking it.
Damn. The hell? Trying to fold your clothes while you're gonna.
The yoga pass.
Yeah.
Okay, that was interesting. From bottom, I was focusing on, like, ideally not letting you have control of any feet, but the moment you would have control of 2 feet, based on our conversation, I would simplify it to, like, at max, like, only let you touch 1 foot.
Yeah.
And then there was also, like, I'm finding myself a lot more rather than, because when I've been self-framing and all these other games we were doing, like before this session, I was always only focused on pushing my knees, but now I'm realizing how much I can pull my own knees, which is totally, like a totally new thing that I haven't been doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm not only in this posture now, I'm kind of more like grabbing my leg while being ready with this elbow, but also being ready to pull and push my legs. And there was something else that happened. There was,
If you look back at some of our old video, you'll see me go as far as like gripping my own pants.
yeah,
Like
and like to pull your leg. Yeah.
I feel I have felt that over the last several weeks. Just like, okay, I need to. It's not enough just to like frame on the outsides. You also have to like make sure your knees don't get separated from your shoulders.
Yeah, and when you're trying to like grab one of my feet, I'll like pull my leg back, and I can use my other leg to like push you.
Yeah.
But like at no point am I giving you access to both feet, right? I'm like,
And there's that mirroring, right? Like if I'm pulling, you have to also pull the other way.
Right. If you're pushing, I need to push you off.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it's
Which
interesting.
like leads to fakes and stuff too. It's like you can also bait the mirror.
Correct.
So that,
Yeah. Yeah, and if they mirror the wrong way when you're going one way, they're going the other, then that's how you. That's how you pass. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Right.
Cool. Cool.
Do you care if we keep doing this?
I don't care. Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah. Full
full hour of
just
of
deleting structure.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this is so valuable.
So valuable.
Yeah.
Love it. This one I stupidly have.
Oh, the other thing I was gonna say, I noticed if at any point you could turn me onto a hip, it was a lot more dangerous for me. The moment I like tilt one way, like not by my own doing. Yeah, if I'm on a hip, it's like that's not good for
Troublesome.
me. Yeah, trouble is on the horizon.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
hard to.
Got it. Damn.
That's how I was like, I'm not gonna let him pull my feet.
I know you were thinking that, but I'm just gonna push his feet only.
Nice. That's good. I'm determined to learn how to sweep with no hands.
That was funny.
Fucking Three Stooges, like.
It's good grips.
What's your best one?
Was that?
What's your best one?
Yeah, because I think I figured out literally that the entire game there was me going one way to get you to react the opposite way. That was like the entire game.
Yeah.
Entire fucking game.
Yeah, and every time I'm behind a step, and so what I started to figure out, or not figure out because you stated it earlier, was like no more than 1 foot.
I noticed you were doing that too.
Yeah.
It made it so fucking hard for me.
Yeah, the first couple times when you like pushed me back and then down, you had both your hands up. I was like, okay, like that can't happen. I can't have both of my feet controlled. So then eventually I was like, no, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get at least one of these legs out.
Yeah.
And once I did that, then it made things way more difficult.
Yeah.
So that is valuable.
The thing that was like happening with that too, like you trying to keep one leg away from me, also made it look like classically what they keep telling us in guard retention. You know, like when people are like pulling De La Hiva and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're pulling that leg like way far
Yeah.
in, like the non.
Yeah.
It like started to look way more like that. Like your leg was like out in space, retracting and going forward and
Right.
stuff at a more like, because you do that anyway,
Yeah.
because like you play De La Hiva all the time. But like that was even more like pronounced, I think, because you were so focused on like, don't let them touch both legs ever.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
I thought that was interesting.
100%.
And then, yeah, the only other thing from my side is like, since one, you like have such strong frames and everything, and I can't push you really in any direction. The only thing I could do was start to like just spam like
use
one
misdirection.
direction,
Yeah.
and then right when you push back, try to use
Yeah.
like your own
Yeah.
like push to like do something like with it.
100%. And it worked. That was good. That was good.
Cool.
Really cool. Good job.
Dope. All right. Now it's time for revenge. The last line of defense.
I think I learned something.
You just saying? Okay. Yeah, you figured out angles.
Yeah. Trying not to pass your hip line, but I
Yeah, but you're
learning how to move
to
around.
the J point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
There we go.
God damn.
There we go.
That's something.
Okay.
Okay. Shit. Fuck. I like know you're doing it. I'm trying to use my hands on.
Okay. Alright. Cool. Cool.
Alright, so angles.
Angles.
Makes it a lot easier for you to push sideways.
Yeah, I mean, I think you were doing a really good job of not letting me get both hands on your feet.
Right.
And so, if I was just static in front of you, you could direct all of your attention to swimming a foot or both feet out. But if I'm moving, you kind of intuitively want to keep contact with me.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I'm moving and you're not in contact with me, that's a problem.
You're just gonna walk around.
Right.
my body.
And so, like, as I started to move left and right, I noticed your pummeling got less and less because I think you wanted to keep your feet somewhere where you could feel where I was going. And then I was like, okay, he's feeling where I'm going. Now I go back to the misdirection thing where if I just keep walking in the same direction, he's going to follow me every time.
And then you go back the other
But
way.
if I go one and the other, then that keeps him guessing. And so
Interesting.
that was the thought process in that 3 minute.
That worked really well.
Yeah. And then once I got to a side and I was like, both my feet were on one side and both your feet were on the other, it became really, really tough for you to come back.
Yeah.
Because I'm like holding the end of the lever away from me.
Yeah.
So that was useful in
Yeah.
getting the feet or knees to the ground.
Yeah. I'm actually, yes to all that. One thing, just like from a game-wise perspective, I'm noticing that neither you or I don't think either one of us are using our hands to frame on the other person that much anyway.
Yeah.
I'm noticing that like we're just trying to maintain the structure by like pulling on our own body. What if we just formalize that as a rule for the game right now?
Okay.
The bottom player just
Like
doesn't.
can't even frame with the hands.
Just can't push on the top player.
Okay.
It's just like push on yourself, stay in front, use the feet to pummel.
Yeah.
Because that'll actually, I think, to have the like, probably even force people to think more about how can they like frame their own body to like maintain structure.
Yeah. And I think if you can do that, and then later on you add the hands as a secondary line of defense, you just become that much more.
Yeah.
That much tougher to pass.
Yeah, which is almost that game that we play every time, which is like that,
Yeah.
but just with no chest to chest.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a completely different set of winning conditions here. We're just trying to break structure.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
Again.
I have to start going.
Yeah,
You know me. I could do this all day.
Yeah.
I got work.
There.
Sadly. I mean,
Alright.
I do enjoy my work.
Thus is, yeah, this is your work. Thus is the end of the live stream. I don't know if we got any live chat. Let's see if we did. Live chat. Any messages? Oh,
What's up?
Miguel Angel Mora. I have my first competition as a white belt on August 24th. Any advice?
Oh, let's go.
Real quick, any advice for Miguel?
First one, just go out there, have fun, It doesn't matter. Not to disparage you or your goals or anything. Just go out there and have fun. Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, and then the thing that I would add on to that is like, as a white belt going to their first tournament, you're going to be learning how to compete.
Yeah.
That's the
different skill.
Yeah, you're gonna like learn what it is to like walk into like a gym. It's probably a local competition, I imagine. If it's not, you're gonna learn to walk into a gym full of people who are like, it's gonna be loud, and like you'll be a little disoriented, trying to figure out what time you need to be certain places, what food you want to eat in the bullpen, and like your water. Like
Find the bathroom first.
Yeah,
know where that is.
Okay,
as soon as you get there.
Yeah, know where the bathroom is, because you're probably gonna have to shit. No, but like, and like all of that. So like focus on like trying to learn as much about competing as you can, especially for the first one. That'll be helpful.
Yep.
And have fun, like Matt said.
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I think you.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you can do another one.
Yeah. Cool. Good job.
All right.